about your mom. What was she like?
Let me tell you one other thing about Dad. Dad did everything. I don't remember an outside contract. Well, yeah, we had a plasterer come in, maybe, yeah, and do the dining room when Penn went. But Dad did everything, including fix the car. I only have one car. And, you know, anything on the house, the lawn, the garden, anything. Everything. That's how I learned. I worked with him. He would build an entryway into the basement, including digging it all out, the cement work, the brick work, and the storm sewer work. Did it all. It took a whole summer for us to do it, but he did it all, and it's still there. I think I've shown you.
Is that at Walker Road?
Yeah, I've shown you.
Well, I live there.
Yeah. No, not Walker Road.
Oh, okay.
That was in Penn Wynn, in Oak Brook Hills.
Oh, okay.
126 Henley Road, yeah. Anyway, so, you know, you get used to that. Your father can do anything. And then I hear from the UPS driver when I was working for UPS, the driver in his area, tell me about your dad's out back of his house. He built a scaffold and he's redoing the roof. He's 81. So I got used to Dad being so self-sufficient. I didn't think he ever needed any help, you know. So one day he called me about his car. He was worried about the car, and I thought that's funny, you know. He said because it's not showing any oil pressure. I said, well, Dad, is it noisy? No, it's quiet. Runs okay, but the gauge shows. I said, well, it's probably the electronic sender that's screwed into the side of the block sends it through a wire message to the gauge on the dash. That's probably bad, because by now it would be knocking and it'd be bad news. And I said, just get one of those and put it in. So he got one, and he couldn't get it in because at this point he's 83 or 84 or 5 or I don't know what, maybe 88. And I forgot. You know, that you don't stay good all your life. I know now. I know now. But I forgot. And for 2 weeks, Dad said, Ed, could you come look at Ed? I said, Dad, just screw the thing out of the block. He said, well, it's behind the oil filter. Oh, I can't. So I went down. This is after putting him off for 2 weeks. You know, and now, you know, it's come back to haunt me because I need help in that. I can hardly wait 2 weeks. Anyway, it almost made me cry. I went down, and he had the car all jacked up with blocks under it, and the light. He had everything there, all set, and you know, but he couldn't get it done. So I went down, and I took the filter off, and you had to take the filter off to get the sending unit in the block, the little unit to send the message. And get that in and got the new filter back on and got it running and the oil pressure. And he sat in there and started the oil pressure and the smile on his face. Oh, did I feel bad. I've been putting that poor man off for 2 weeks thinking, why can't he do it? I was so calm. I mean, he did wallpaper, he did plumbing. I went down one day, his oil burner, this is when it was widower, when my mom had died. He didn't have a big inheritance. He didn't have any inheritance. He didn't have a big pension from Watercar. And he did, you know, he was working on his investments and Social Security, which wasn't much for those guys in those days, and a meager pension from Watercar. So he couldn't call in oil every time the oil burner went bad. He had the oil burner all apart, spread out on newspaper, all little parts that buy the part for the pump or something, you know. I mean, that's the heat for his house. He never asked me to come down and help him. Now I know, you know. Now I know it. Now I really feel bad. The day he called me to come down there and fix that car or show him that I didn't drop everything. Now understand, I had 8 kids, and I'm in a similar position. I get 8 kids and not a lot of money, and I'm doing all my homework. But I surely could have found time to do that. Yeah. So I say, you know, you have to consider the other person's viewpoint first before you say, yes or no, you know. And also in your treatment of other people, consider the other person's position. You don't know what problems he has. You don't know what state he's in health-wise, mentally. So you got to give him the benefit of the doubt, as my dad used to say. Give him the benefit of the doubt. Those are words of wisdom from my dad. And then whenever I would complain to him about how some people are, how bad they are and everything, you know, I went out into life, he would tell me, I don't know anybody like that. That's what I don't know anybody like that. I don't know anybody like that. I was telling how rotten some people were. You know what they do? You know, when I was a manager and had customers and stuff over at Chester, and I learned a lot of lessons from him. But you know what I learned from my mom? The thing I learned from my mom, I learned early in life. I guess I would say I was in grade school, probably around 4th grade, and I learned loyalty from her. Because my mom was very strict. She actually was a disciplinarian in our house, more so than my dad. I mean, my dad called the rules, you know, but Mom enforced them with a plastic pearl-handled hairbrush like this. You know? She enforced the rules. Dad made them, but she enforced them. And there was no, wait till your father gets home. No, it's immediate punishment to suit the crime. But anyway, I'm playing with one of my buddies on kind of a cloudy, misty, spring day. And in our neighborhood in Penguin, there was one in-ground swimming pool. Never heard of. I mean, you know, and those, you're talking about the 1930s. An in-ground swimming pool. Somebody had owned the vacant lot between their home and then there was a sale at ShopRite, and when we went to the freezer cabinet where it was orange juice. It was ShopRite's brand, and it was for such and such $1 and cents, price. And they were out. I mean, it was fabulously low. It was like 88 cents instead of $1 or $2, just that day, that 2 days. So they, the seniors, they went to that like flies on a magnet, And by the time we got there, which was only 9:30, gone. And all the people were standing around all moaning about it. So the management, I went over to the desk, and the management said, well, you can pick another brand, and we'll have them override at the cash register, and, you can get it for that price. Mm-hmm. So that's a big confusion for all these cash register people, but they're kind of fed up with that. But when we got in the line, when we got to paying our bill, the girl was so confused and bewildered about this sale, and we're getting premium brands for 88 cents, and the whole thing is, then she has to call somebody in to override her cash register. All that. Well, in the middle of all that rush and our big $80 shopping bill, she didn't put it on. We got it for free. So I got home and I said, it's not, it's not on there.
So did you go back?
They'll want me to check it. That's the only reason I check it, because see if she did it right. See if she gave us, I looked, I said, we got it free. She didn't pay it. Then my conscience started to hurt me, because I criticize other people for when it's the other way around. Do you go back and give it back to them? So I went over to ShopRite the next day with the thing and the slip and told her about it. And the girl was so shocked. I want to thank you so much. I've never had that. Nobody ever did that before. I said, it's a case of looking at the other guy's side of the story.
Right.
That's something that Christians should do.
Right.
Not only consider what about me, But what about, how do they feel about it? You know, how's the other side? You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's in Proverbs.
Yeah.
I don't know the exactly one. You know.
So did they make you pay for it?
Oh, I gave them the money.
Oh, that's great.
I went in with $1, you know, because by tax and everything. I gave her $1 and showed her the slip. I said, I told her what I got, but look, it's not on the slip. This is a day later. And she looked, you know, she looked it up on the computer and saw my bill that it wasn't on there. She knew about the sale. This was at the customer counter. She knew about my sale, or their sale. And she knew, and apparently they had a lot of problems with it, you know, by running out. It's their fault, but they were paying dearly for it, you know. So I felt bad about it. I really did. I don't know why.
Well, like you said, you got to think of the other guy, right?
Well, yeah. There's two sides to every story. Yours and the other guy, you know. Yours and the stores, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So at the end of the month when they come up in the red because all these people cheated them, or the cashiers got confused and said, the heck with it. They didn't even bother with it. Put it in the basket.
Yeah.